Hey, welcome to the second installment on this vintage Kyosho Datsun Stepside. It's been a while since I first got this vintage RC car running, so I thought I'd make a compilation of all the photos and videos I've gotten of it, along with an explanation as to how hard the whole restoration process was. And also, before I start, if you're interested in more videos on this car or other things like it, I'm separating content like this on my other channel, mainly after the success of my last animated video. This also means if you're one of my few subscribers looking forward to a new animated short, this account's going to be dedicated to that. Links will be in the description for the new channel. So I originally got this car off of eBay for around $130, which seemed pretty fair, and as soon as I got it, I could tell it needed a lot of work. It was super oily, and the body is basically useless. So that was kind of my starting point. So because I've never had any experience with this car, let alone a Nitro car before, I was really going in blind when I was working on this, aside from the one or two manuals you can find online. And I noticed that there were a lot of things wrong with it, like the grease had turned to jelly, and there was a rod meant for one of the gears to ride on that was just completely sticking out of the transfer case, so that had to be fixed, and overall the whole thing was just a mess, so I had to totally strip it apart. But yeah, overall it was complete, and I was able to put it back together after giving everything a really heavy wash and some dish soap. The only things I would tell you to look out for if you have one of these cars is, for one, it's a locked differential, so it doesn't have differential gears, which means that all the pressure is being put on that spindle gear. And I found out the hard way that if you don't have everything really tight and set and the gears can move around, your spindle gear can totally strip out, which was what happened to me. I had to pick up an old stock like metal one from a different transmission, so that really sucked. And the only other thing was the reason why it stripped out was because the rods that two other gears just spin on, they had snapped in two, so the gears were just allowed to rattle around in the transmission, and that totally screwed it up. The gears are okay aside from the spindle gear, so I was able to reuse that. But yeah, I'd say to really look out for that if you've got one of your own cars. Loctite is really important with this car, I think, because it's metal on metal for most of the transmission. But yeah, the first test drive, you can see that on an older video, turned out great. Engine ran great the first time. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it initially came out. But yeah, after I knew it worked and it was worth actually doing something with, that was when I initially invested in getting a new body for it, and that's where I really started getting into the custom stuff. I initially wanted to just get a new Stepside body for it, because I think Team Blue Groove actually makes a replacement body for it. I decided to kind of do something different. It's a rear engine car, so I thought it'd make more sense to actually use a Volkswagen body with it. So what I found was, I think it was for a drift car, a Traxxas 1/16 drift, but it was like a Volkswagen body. The fenders were really, really wide, but it had the same wheelbase, so I just had to cut it down to a pretty substantial level, and it fits the wheelbase perfectly. It does look a little bit high, a little bit too high if you look at it from the sides, but from every other angle it looks like it's factory, so I'm really happy with how that turned out. And in addition, the stickers are from an eBay seller. I think he just sells them as like Hawaiian Punch stickers or something. I just thought they looked cool, and they came out great. I'm really happy with that, and the paint job too. So yeah, visually it looks amazing. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And now I think it also goes without saying that most of what I've accomplished on this car couldn't have been possible if it weren't for my 3D printer. The zip starter, the air filter, and the body mount were all just something that I put together to be able to get this thing to the state that it's gotten. If anybody's interested in doing this to their cars, I'll leave links for my Thingiverse page, and in addition, if anybody needs a zip starter and they can't find it, I'm actually selling pre-built ones on my eBay, so if anyone's interested and they need one but they don't have a printer, there's a way to get one. So yeah, as of now, it's been about a few months since the last time I ran it. The last time I took it out, there were still a couple things that were wrong with it. For one, I don't have any of the original clutch pads, so it was struggling for grip the entire time I was driving it. It didn't help that there was also some grease that had gotten into the clutch bell, so that made things worse. But aside from the traction problem, it's also been spewing oil from the sides of the exhaust, and I think that's because I put a washer on the top of the exhaust when it should have been underneath. So I'm going to have to take it apart again to fix that problem. But otherwise, I think it's going to be a great runner, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I still have some things that I've already started working on that may come out soon. I've been looking at maybe creating a driver figure that you can mount on the inside. But other than that, thanks for watching, and hit me up if you have any other questions about the car.